Yeah, that happened. Alright guys, what's going on? It's Kene himself here again. I haven't uploaded a video in a long time. I know. Yeah, hopefully that'll change. I know I keep saying the same thing and apologizing, but I'm serious now. I'm going to be better at this. Anywho, as you can realize, the picture quality is better, and that's because I bought a camera. And I was thinking, what would be the perfect thing to vlog about with this new camera? And the only thing that keeps coming to my mind is the story about this whole camera, because there's actually like an entire story. Yeah. A couple of months ago, I made up my mind to get the camera, you know, in an attempt to give you guys quality contents. I mean, contents with better quality. You know, now I've been hearing things like in this kind of business or in any business generally, optics is actually good. So you need to look good and all that. So what better way to look good than getting better equipment, right? So I got the camera. And okay, here's what happened. I have a friend in Lagos who I asked to help me buy it because it was cheaper in Lagos, right? So I sent him the money. He did everything. He went to the place where selling the camera, made the purchase, you know, sent them the money, paid them, showed me the receipts, right? And while he was doing all this, it was being documented. He was sending me videos while everything was going on. So while he was making the payment, he sent me the video. While he was showing me the contents of the box, you know, with the camera and all that, he was showing me the video. Everything was all good, you know, until he took it to the logistics company that was supposed to transport it from Lagos to Abuja for me. I won't say the name of the company. I'm not trying to give anybody's brand a bad name, but what I'm going to say is that it's a reputable transport company. He did it, he sent me the waybill number and all that. About 3 days later, I get a text message that my package is ready for pickup. Package has arrived, ready to be picked up. So I head over to, you know, the terminal where I'm supposed to pick it up. And I asked them like, okay, where's my package and all that? They said, oh, it's meant for home delivery and I should go back home. I'll get it when I go home. And I was like, okay, fine, you know, I go back home. Now, here's the funny thing, yeah? The distance from the company to my house is not far. So it's probably like a 10-minute walk at best. So in my mind, I'm thinking, it wouldn't actually take long for me to get my package delivered because, you know, I mean, it's not far, right? Yeah, so I go home to wait. That's exactly what I did. I wait, and I wait, and I wait. The whole day, nothing shows up. So I go back the next day to complain. And they told me, you've not got your package. I don't want you to get it today before 10 o'clock and blah, 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 blah. I said, fine, okay, no problem. I go back home, 10 o'clock, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing. I didn't get my package. At that point, I became frantic. Like, if you know me, you know that I tend to get paranoid over stuff. And usually it's just me overreacting. But this time, something felt different. I could feel it in my guts that something was wrong. So I go back to the office to complain seriously. So on getting there, they tell me that there's a mix-up and that my package cannot be found. And the dispatch guy isn't picking up his calls. It's just a couple of excuses they kept giving, and at that point I became frustrated. And you know, I mean, there's a whole thing that happened because I went on social media initially to complain and they didn't respond. I kept texting them, I kept calling, they didn't pick up. So at that point, I decided to drag them on Twitter, which, like, it was fun, I'm not going to lie. I dragged this company on Twitter, and it was at the point they realized that people were retweeting and making comments and sharing similar experiences. They decided to respond, and all they kept telling me was that they're investigating the issue and we're investigating the issue and we're investigating the issue. And I kept getting advice from people that I should follow it up rigorously. Because, I mean, you know, it's a camera. It's not just any camera. It's like a mirrorless camera from Canon, and it's very expensive. So you can't just throw away money like that, right? At the point I got so frustrated, I involved the police and a couple of people were detained. But you know the funny thing? It was at that point I involved the police that they decided to move and decided to actually do something. Because at one point, I was asking, the manager or whatever, what's going on? And he kept telling me it's being handled. I said, okay, fine, I get it, it's being handled. But what's going on? And I don't worry, we're on top of it, we're investigating it. And that's what he kept saying, right? It wasn't until I involved the police, they actually started saying it and telling us everything everything that was being done about the issue. Long story short, the next day, they refunded the money for the camera. I mean, which goes to show, if you're refunding me the money, that means the camera was stolen. That means you have like criminals amongst your staff. And I don't know, but like, it's bad for your brand because obviously I'm not the only person that has this issue or that had this issue, right? I mean, at the point when I made complaints, I started getting different stories about how people's packages got missing, different occasions, different things. So I guess it's terrible because these are business owners. You are a business and people are trusting you with their money, with their goods, basically trusting you with their business. And I mean, time and time again, you keep failing them, right? So, I mean, it's terrible. But anyway, long story short, I had to order from Jumia. It cost me more, but I think it's what I should have done in the first place because I was trying to look for cheap alternatives and it actually cost me more. So, I mean, I just decided to go with Jumia, place the order, and in a matter of days, 3 days, I got my package, and I think that's one of the most relieving moments in my life when you eventually see like what you've been waiting for a while. You spend so much money, you saved up so much money, you sacrificed a lot of your basic needs. I mean, just to see payoff. I'll be holding the camera box in my hand. I mean, it was a good feeling. But yeah, so I guess that's what happened, right? So hopefully from now on, I'll be able to give you guys quality content that looks better, hopefully sounds better. I don't know how this sounds right now, but I have like an external mic attached to the camera. As a matter of fact, let me just take a picture real quick and show you guys the setup so y'all will see what I'm working with. So yeah, this is basically it. Anyway, so that's the story about the camera. Like I said, more content coming soon. You guys should still let me know what you want to see as regards content and all that. I think I'll just do a couple of beat making videos, 1 or 2 tutorials. Also, I have like a couple of projects coming out. You guys should look out for those. Yeah, so that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like what you heard, if you have something to contribute, do that in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, that's it. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace.